Now, I'm going to be very critical on this one because I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I actually watched it twice. Now, the thing about me watching it twice really was, normally I watch something once. This one, I was like, I needed to like really take a look at this for us to be able to like really go in depth. And my only real issue is that they didn't start off a little stronger. You find out more of the story beats as it progresses, but early on, they don't give you a lot of reason to care about the characters.
No.
That's like the one real failing of it. You start caring as time goes on, but the first kill, you don't feel for the character because you didn't spend any time with her. You heard about her, you heard that she was one of the prom queen candidates, and then boom, she's gone.
It's gone.
It just happens to be one of those situations where when you look at what's going on in that story, they didn't build up enough. Where I feel like the previous series of Fear Street movies was, okay, they could do individuals, but they all tied in together as an overarching theme. This one was one movie, and it was just lacking a little bit when it came down to it, for the fact that we're looking at this and it's jumping right into prom night. So it's like, here it is, and you're taking out a lot of these characters very quickly.
Yeah.
Now,
especially you figure, the funny thing was that you see this red hooded character. It's like, oh boy, here we go. What's going to happen now? How is he going to kill him?
and that was the thing. They made a kind of an iconic look for the killer, because I could see people dressing up on Halloween as like the Fear Street killers, like having like the red hood, red slickers
like
and stuff.
Imperial Guard too, from Jedi.
Little bit, but not. But it was more like, but it was like a red rain slicker.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a pleathery like raincoat. It just it looked like it would be a little uncomfortable. But at the same time, I mean, the story was interesting, but we didn't get all the beats until it was like, it felt like they kind of crammed everything in towards more the back end.
Yeah.
And that to me was like one of the biggest issues I had with it. I was enjoying it. I enjoyed like the way they went about like taking people out, that they didn't actually go and they didn't get too gory with it, but they got just enough in there that you saw like, oh damn, like you'd have a few of those jumps. Now granted, yes, this is made more for what I would assume would be a teenage audience.
Yes.
But for me, I love watching these kind of movies, and I can't say that I would, this is one like I'll go back and watch again and again. I've watched it twice and I feel like I got everything I could out of it. If I go back and watch it again, it's probably going to be further down the line after I've maybe forgotten some of it. And possibly like if I decided like on maybe like Halloween, I decide to do a Fear Street marathon of all 4 of these movies. But Prom Night to me it wasn't bad, but it could have been better if the pacing would have been a little bit different and it wasn't just all in one shot where they tail loaded everything. What did you think?
I thought it was pretty good. I liked the story, but I mean, Lily Taylor, the former nun, that made me laugh and chuckle. And then you see how and who is that the actual killers are and everything, which is like, oh shit, you didn't think that yet. And then it happens, and the date and all, I mean, you see all the innuendos and everything with romance and everything. You didn't figure it out back then, but it all linked together. And I mean, the music was pretty good because it was nice 80s music.
Oh yeah.
And everything, and typical, like the gym and everything, how it was set up, and all in all, even the keeping the, what was it, the Shady Brook and the Sunnydale or Sunnyside themes and everything, which is kind of good on it and everything. But all in all, yeah, I'd recommend it and all, someone to watch once and all, and then see like after like they see like, what'd you think? All right, would you watch it again? And then you go from there.
Yeah. See, that entire gimmick of, oh, we've got one town that's good and one town that's bad, like side by side. I always see that one little trope, and it reminds me of the Married with Children, like them going to England for Upper Uncton and Lower Uncton.
Yes.
Where you've got the town cast all in shadow, and then you've got the bright sunny one where it's just like in between. I'm like, that's what it gives that vibe of like, oh, one place is bad because it's darker and the other place is good because it's sunny. It's like, is it really? You know, I like the fact that R.L. Stine's created this world, you know, because you can take any one of the Goosebumps books and yeah, they do kind of run into each other at certain points, but it's not the same thing as like Fear Street is in one specific town where it's like these are these two locations where they're rivals and stuff. So you've got the good sunny place and you got the dark shady side. It also has like a few elements in there that it's like they're typical tropes, but they work really well. But I would actually like to go back and maybe even read some of the books for Fear Street just to see like if there's any differences, if what was left out. Because you know they don't always translate things.
No.
It's like taking a look at like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, I was so happy when they left out from the Fellowship of the Ring 6 chapters of Tom Bombadil comes and saves them after they're walking in the woods. They're walking in the woods. Tom Bombadil comes and saves them. They're walking in the woods. They're walking in the woods. It was one of those things where it was just like, okay, there's certain elements you know are not going to work on screen. So, I mean, I'd recommend it, but not as something that like is a must-see. It's like if you're looking for a good, like, just fun horror movie, I would say Fear Street Prom Night would be, I'd recommend it just on the premise alone of, you might like this one. It's a good starter, like, horror movie for some people. Now,